Hey guys and girls, welcome back to another beautiful video on this beautiful channel, on this beautiful day. How you guys and girls doing? I hope you're doing great as usual. Today we're still just working on this combat state, and we created the combat state class, and we're just going to work on that today. But before we get started, as usual, again, please check out the description box for all kinds of nice links. Follow me on Twitter there. You can subscribe, you can drop a like if you want, and there's a bunch of links down there for different playlists that you can watch, like C++ tutorials, SFML, all that stuff. So go ahead and check that out if you want. Otherwise, let's just keep going here. So we got the combat menu, basically. Now, the first step is going to be to go into the game state, and we're just going to go here where we're doing combat test, right here. I'm going to do a states push statement like this, and I'm just going to push the state. First we need to include the state in here as well, the state class. So include combat state.h. We'll just put that to the side, and then we're gonna create a new state called combat state with the character and the states, and probably we're gonna send in how many enemies we want the combat state to start off with as well. But for now, we'll just kind of have combat state like this. And if we go back into combat state, we can see we're printing out combat state, begin combat, right? And to begin the combat, basically what I want to do is I just want to, before we do it, let me just see if I'm recording per usual. Yep. I just want to go in here, and where is it? It's combat state, combat test. Oh, here we go. Okay. So I'm just going to copy all of this code in here, all the way down here. Control X that. Go into combat state. Boom. This is very scary because that's all our hard work. And before update here, I want to put those in there as well. Before print menu here, I'm just going to create a function void combat state and begin combat. Okay, this is just a very basic version of this function, and we paste it all in. Boom. And then we're gonna see this character, all that stuff complaining, but we're gonna fix that. It shouldn't be a problem. There we go. So we did that. We have begin combat, and it's not gonna be a problem after we go in here. I'm just gonna remove combat test here as well. Combat state void begin combat. That's our function right there. That's our combat function, and it's right there. Now it will recognize all of this stuff as its own, like that. And in game state, I did remove combat test, so I'm just going to remove it completely here. And we have our combat state going. So once we begin the combat, all of this stuff is going to happen, and we're going to create a new enemy, and all that stuff's going to happen, and all this fine. But eventually, the idea is to, in combat state, make a little array of characters. So when you start the character state or the combat state, you have a bunch of enemies that you have to fight off, and you can keep fighting or you can run away. All right, and if you kill them all, you'll get a special prize. So that's kind of how that's gonna work. I think it might be a good idea, but otherwise for now, this is fine. This every time we begin combat, we'll kind of we'll see how that works. Also, I want to create in the combat state, as I have in game state, the character get menu bar. I want to make sure I print that out in my combat state as well, so we can see the character's data in there. So let's go down to, let's minimize this for now. Let's go down to print menu, and right here I'm just going to see out the menu bar. I'll make a new line, and then we have all the stuff that we need right there. Begin combat, and then you could actually create something like to flee maybe, or maybe 3 we have maybe heal, and then flee probably has a what do you call it, some kind of a negative effect for the character if you flee, other than just not being able to get all the beautiful loot that you want to get. So for that, we'll have a few options right here, and then we're just going to create a few options down here as well, maybe 2 and a 3. And just for debug purposes, I'm going to do at 3, I'm going to do this, or I'm going to go into game state and I'm going to copy our rest functionality and I'll put it into combat state just for, you know, debug purposes. And I'm just going to say debug testing. Okay, it's not really debug, more like testing, but that's fine. You arrested, whatever, remove later. And then in one, we're just going to do this, begin combat. Okay. And then we could actually, once that's done, we'll just print out end of combat. Combat, if I can spell. New line, and then system pause, like this, boom, something like that, whatever. And then we have our state going. All right, so that's fine. So if we run this for now, if we don't get a billion crashes, errors, we should be fine. Okay, so cool. Let's create our character. Some dude swag. We're gonna do this serious, so much swag, and we're just gonna go ahead in here and back straight up dab on these noobs. No, I'm just joking. I don't do that. Let's go into start game, and here we go. So combat test. This is good. This created our combat menu. We're straight up swag, and then we can begin. Flee doesn't do anything. Heal kind of heals it up just like we did. Begin combat. Boom. Okay, so we're gonna fight this noob. We kill this noob so bad, and we get enemy. We get 4 EXP gained. End of combat. And we see our HP is low, so we're just gonna heal up real quick. Cheating. Begin the combat again. We get hit directly as we start off. Just fall flat on my face. Gain 7 XP. Boom. Okay. Look at that. Look at all that EXP. And then we're just gonna heal up. And then we're gonna begin combat one more time. Let's see if I can kill this dude one more time. Okay, 7 EXP. You know what? That was kind of fun. One more time. One more time. You can just spam enter. Let's see how much EXP I get. 3 XP. Okay, see, you can kind of keep fighting here. That's not the idea. But if I go back to the menu state, obviously I'm back here. And then the idea is to actually go into travel state, and we'll just move around on the map. And eventually, if I find an enemy somewhere, I will, I'll get into combat state. I'll enter combat state. And that's actually the whole idea here. And so the combat test right now is not really ideal. That's not what we want to do. But eventually we will, let me just see. Okay, so eventually we will add that in here. Now if we just go ahead in travel menu state, just to prepare for that, I want to go into travel menu state.h, and I want to actually include we're gonna need to do combat state in here. Okay, now combat state includes state and character and all of these, so I'm just gonna leave that there. Let's see. Okay, so that's one little thing I can do. So that includes that. Let's see in here. So travel menu state.cpp, as we're traveling. Oh yeah, we had the minimap and everything. That's cool. Cool. Empty farm city enemy. Right there is enemy. All right. Location string. You meet an enemy. So that's cool. And then that is our actual. Depending on location, so we have, let's create a few more things here. Let's do, you find a shop, you find a shop, and for chest it's gonna be you found a chest, just like that. Okay, so that's kind of what we have here. How many is that? 0 to 2. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we want to do 0 to 4. 0, 1, 2, 3. No, 0 to 6. There we go. And then we look at the enumeration here. Let's see, farm, city shop, enemy chest. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, cool. So there we go. Now we can randomize between those. That's good. Location string, it kind of sets that up. And the minimap, update minimap. Cool. Shop, SS, shop, enemy, SS, maybe a small e or something, whatever. We'll just wing it on that. And a chest is a C. So here we go. We're just preparing for the coming video where we're gonna put this into effect basically. So that's cool. Location range 6. Okay, so one more thing we're gonna do. We're gonna go up here and we're gonna do we're gonna create an integer number of locations. All right, and we're gonna go into travel main state.cpp and we're gonna set this number of locations to 6, and then we're just gonna use that everywhere where we have a random here. So this number of locations, copy that, and there was another random down here, this number of locations, and let me just find all the rand stuffs in here. Okay, that's it. That's all the random. So we got all number of locations and everything. If I run this just to end the video because it's getting too long, there we go. Create a character. I don't know what the hell just happened. Create a character, -1, start the game. Alright, travel menu. Okay, that's kind of weird. So now we got a bunch of more stuff. PC, SES, whatever. Let's go down a little bit. So see, we got some enemies here running around. Right. See, we got a bunch of more enemies and some other stuff, some shops here, all that stuff. So that's perfect. Now what happened here? They said no such location up here. Error, no such location. Number of locations. Alright, that was kind of weird, but we'll figure it out eventually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's cool. Whatever. We'll figure it out. Because it goes from 0 to 5, right? Yeah. Alright. Still, thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking with me so long. Sorry about this video being a little more rambly and babbly. I usually want to make them a little quicker and faster, but for this video, I was kind of unsure about all this travel stuff. But we'll keep working on it in the next one. Thank you so much for sticking with me again and watching. Check out the description box. A bunch of useful links. Follow me on Twitter. Subscribe, like if you want. Thanks again for all the nice comments and all the support. And yeah, take care. Keep watching. I'll see you guys and girls in the next video. Alright, bye-bye.